In thinking about our relationship with God and how much God loves us, it's important also to consider our response through grace to God's love for us. You see, although God loves you and me just the way we are, God loves us too much to allow us to be less than our best self. Lent urges us to recognise Jesus Christ, calling us to continual conversion. St. Paul's whole life, after being confronted by Christ on the road to Damascus, is a powerful reminder that conversion is not a one-time only event. Rather, conversion is a lifetime commitment. And Paul's experience of the risen Lord was only the beginning of a conversion process that went on for the rest of his life. And Paul was under no misapprehension that to meet the risen Christ in faith was to be called to a selfless following of the Master and a generous service of others. And Paul challenges us in our reading today. He says, "Take me as your model as I take Christ." Closer to home, so to speak, this year marks the centenary of the death of Blessed Mary MacKillop. Her life was dotted by constant setbacks, by struggles and misunderstandings. But Blessed Mary knew the cross in her life, yet maintained a strong belief in God's love for her. And because of this, God was able to accomplish amazing things through Mary MacKillop. Don't forget, we have many people around our diocese who are now on the final stages of their journey to become Catholic Christians. They'll be received into the church at the Easter Vigil, and their conversion has helped them to recognise that Christ is their way, their truth and their life. And surely they inspire us all to persevere in our ongoing conversion. Finally, I encourage us all to enter into the spiritual therapy that the Lenten season provides by committing ourselves to Lent's training exercises of prayer, fasting and almsgiving. Now, in prayer, let's be sure to set aside time each day to develop our relationship with God. When we bring the richness of the Scriptures to our prayer, we allow God's inspired word to nourish us. Our diocesan Lenten program focuses on ways to enrich the gift of prayer in our life. In fasting, our busy lives make time so precious. Can we fast from what takes away our time to enable us to experience quality time with our family, our loved ones, and those in need? Our tradition points to the spiritual benefits of fasting from food and drink and its ability to increase our hunger for the Eucharist. In almsgiving, the spiritual therapy of giving alms, of sharing our time, talent and treasure for the good of others, and in particular I recommend Project Compassion with its Gaza appeal and the bushfire and flood appeals, and I ask that you continue to be generous in your sharing your treasure with our brothers and sisters. And I pray that this graced season of Lent may be for each one of us a time in which we realise how deeply we are loved by God, each of us personally and unconditionally, so that we may share this love with our families and with all whom we meet. And may the prayers of Mary, our mother, who knew the demands of walking in the way of being a disciple and who responded with unwavering faith and generous love, may Mary support us in our pilgrimage as we open our hearts to the grace of conversion that God offers us this Lent. Have a blessed Lent.